Before we begin, what are your thoughts on eating dog meat? Have you ever wondered why some cultures include it in their traditions, while others find it unthinkable? Would you ever try it, or do you believe it should be banned everywhere? Let's explore these questions together. It might come as a surprise, but for thousands of years, people across a wide array of cultures consumed dog meat. This wasn't always a matter of desperation or a last resort. In many societies, it was an established part of their culinary tradition, deeply embedded in their way of life. Consider ancient China or the diverse Native American tribes, where dogs were sometimes viewed as a source of sustenance, playing a role beyond mere companionship. In Korea, a dog meat soup known as boshintang was highly valued, believed to impart strength and vitality. Meanwhile, in Europe, dog meat consumption occurred during times of war and periods of widespread famine, when other options were scarce. These food traditions often arose out of sheer necessity, a response to challenging circumstances. When conventional livestock or game animals were unavailable, people adapted and turned to dogs as a viable food source. Furthermore, some cultures attributed specific health or spiritual benefits to consuming dog meat, adding another layer of complexity to the practice. Over time, these beliefs and practices became deeply ingrained, woven into the fabric of local culture and traditions. Today, the consumption of dog meat is relatively uncommon in most countries around the world. However, by understanding its historical context, we gain valuable insights into how food traditions originate, evolve, and ultimately change over time. Ultimately, food culture is a dynamic entity, constantly evolving in response to shifts in people's values, available resources, and broader societal changes. Who eats dog meat today? It's a question that sparks a lot of debate and strong feelings. While most people, particularly in Western cultures, don't even consider it food, it's still found in a few pockets around the world, often linked to specific cultural practices or historical traditions. In China, dog meat consumption is perhaps most visible during festivals like Yulin, an event that draws both celebration and controversy. It's also present in South Korea, Vietnam, and certain regions of Nigeria, where it holds different cultural significance. Often, some older generations keep the tradition alive, viewing it as a part of their heritage. However, younger people in these countries are increasingly turning away from dog meat, often embracing dogs as companion animals. As a result, the number of restaurants selling it is steadily dropping, reflecting changing attitudes. In Vietnam, the practice is more common in the northern parts of the country, while in West Africa, particularly Nigeria, it's sometimes eaten at celebrations and special occasions. Even in Switzerland, a few rural families are rumored to have old recipes passed down through generations, but the consumption is extremely rare and often kept very private. Laws regarding dog meat consumption vary significantly. Some countries have outright bans, while others have no specific regulations. But overall, demand is undeniably shrinking across the globe. Animal rights groups are actively pushing to end the trade and improve animal welfare standards, and public opinion is rapidly changing, with increased awareness of animal cruelty issues. For most of the world, eating dog meat is now widely seen as an outdated or deeply controversial practice. Culture and tradition are often cited as reasons why some individuals and communities continue to consume it, but the reality is that times are changing, and these traditions are facing increasing scrutiny. Ultimately, what people choose to eat is a reflection of their culture and values, and food culture is always evolving over time. Why did people eat dog meat? What circumstances led to this practice becoming a part of certain cultures? What would you do if you had no other food options? Survival and culture played big roles, shaping dietary habits in profound ways. When cows, pigs, or chickens weren't available, when conventional livestock was scarce, dogs were sometimes the only option, a readily available source of protein in times of need. Wars and famines forced people to eat what they could find, pushing them to the brink and redefining what was considered food, shaping food traditions for generations, passing down knowledge of how to survive in the harshest conditions. In some cultures, dog meat was believed to bring strength, offering not just sustenance, but also perceived health benefits. Do you think food traditions should change with time? Luck or warmth, a way to combat the cold and provide comfort, like in Korea, Nigeria, and China. These beliefs are fading as societies evolve and access to diverse food sources increases, especially in cities where dogs are seen as pets. cherished members of the family rather than a source of food. Social media and animal rights campaigns have shifted attitudes, raising awareness about animal welfare and ethical considerations, especially among young people, who are increasingly vocal about their values and beliefs regarding animal treatment. Some countries have banned dog meat, taking a firm stance against the practice, and global influence is speeding up change, fostering a more interconnected and ethically conscious world. Many now see eating dog meat as cruel or strange, a practice that clashes with modern sensibilities and ethical standards. How do your own food choices reflect your values? But food traditions don't disappear overnight. They are deeply ingrained in cultural identity and take time to evolve. Understanding why people eat what they do helps us respect different cultures, fostering empathy and open-mindedness in a diverse world. Even if we disagree, promoting dialogue and understanding across cultural divides. The story of dog meat is about survival, a testament to human resilience in the face of adversity, belief and changing values, reflecting the complex interplay between tradition and modernity. As the world connects, old traditions face new questions, prompting reflection and re-evaluation in a rapidly changing world. Food culture is always in motion, a dynamic reflection of our evolving values and priorities. Is dog meat safe? Health experts warn it can carry diseases like rabies and parasites, especially where food safety is poor. Myths about dog meat's health benefits aren't backed by science. In fact, it can make people sick. In the US, dog meat was eaten during the gold rush, and in Switzerland, a few families still have secret recipes. These facts show how food traditions can surprise us. As the world changes, so do our food choices. The story of dog meat is about more than food. It's about culture, history, and how we see animals. What do you think the future should look like? Before you go, please subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and give it a like. Your support means the world to us and helps us create more thoughtful content. Thank you so much. And finally, let us know your thoughts on this subject in the comments below. We love hearing from you and look forward to your perspective.